Well, night number 1 of the Mod Nationals in Princeton did not go real well for the 6X. It went fantastic for the 73. Go, go, go. Get above that. Good line. Good line. He's got to get above that hole. Nobody else is going above it either, though.
No. It's really good over here.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
That's the line.
Yeah.
That's the one he needs. Which is just going to stay in the trailer till we get to the next track here in Ogilvie, because we got more stuff wrecked in this one than we thought. So the J-bar broke originally, slammed the rear end to the left, which took out the drive shaft, carbon fiber drive shaft, disintegrated. But we got a few of the link rods in there that are bent the towers on the rear end, the pull bars bent. It messed up all kinds of stuff. So we got more to fix in here than what we thought, which is half fixed now. Corey, Tim, and Aaron are all on their way out. We got a water heater in the truck that's bad as well. So we're gonna get ready, get this thing going to Ogilvie tonight and see what night number 2, which is supposed to be 3 because yesterday got rained out. See what we got. We were out here tinkering last night. You can see the remains. Here's one of the towers that holds the pull bar in place. It's not supposed to have that little wonky doohiscus to it. Hey, quit screwing around.
Very tippy.
I was talking to Corey about that last night. It should get less tippy when you fill the bottom with beer.
It should.
Or Mountain Dew.
There's burnouts too.
All right, if you guys can tell right here, this piece here, we secured it at the track with a zip tie, but this part here is what connects the, you know, the horsepower unit to the move the car side of things. It needs to be one solid piece. You have a one-piece unit?
Yep, this might fit in there.
Oh,
we need to get a shrinker.
Yeah, or a stretcher.
Yeah, one's either got shrunk, yeah. One's got to jump in the pool or one's got to get out of the pool.
Checks. Onyx walks in front of the camera with Anna, his photo bomber. Walks back to the camera with a smile on his face.
Are you a good narrator?
Yes.
Now you're stuck. Narration is your job from here on out. Got her all fixed up in time. Just in time for it to get really dark blue over in that area there. Heading for the racetrack we're headed to.
A few moments later.
What did you do back here, Onyx? You didn't do it. So Onyx is going to be on the pole for his heat. I haven't looked at my lineups yet, but Onyx starts on the pin.
What did you draw?
I drew 88, so I'm going to be somewhere towards the back, but you do get extra points in the heat races if you can pass people. So Onyx has to win to have a decent spot. Like, you'll be decent still if you finish second or third, but
I think you're not changing shocks on Onyx's car. You want the tires back on?
we're gonna leave his shocks the same. His tires can go on because it's wet enough out there. We won't change anything.
You think it'll be pretty hammered down?
For your heat, yeah, but it might be kind of greasy. So definitely 3-wheel.
Okay.
You're gonna want that for sure.
You you're using brakes on a track like this even?
Yeah, I do. The sun came out. Looks like we're gonna have a really nice night here. If I had to guess, it's gonna be the best right through the middle. You can see all these hot lap mods, they kind of burned it in. Like these guys weren't pushing as much on entry, I'm guessing it's when you watch the first group.
Yeah, they were.
So I think you're better off on the bottom for the start, where you're at. But if you get out there, I'm guessing the best is gonna be through the middle, maybe down a little. Was it hitting the tip a lot? Well, yeah, the only corner you were messing up. What? The only corner you were messing up was 3, but that's I mean, I don't know. I don't think it was you. I mean, I think the car's just tight on entry, and as heavy as that track was,
The 16 had more drive off. He could get in the gas coming out of 4
way earlier. So he was maybe just freer, because I'm guessing you weren't spinning tires. I mean, you were mashed to the floor, weren't you?
Yeah, I was hitting a chip, especially
Yeah.
going into the water.
Yeah. So I wonder, track's gonna slow down some for the feature. He was on the chip, he says, pretty good.
Was he?
But he was also pretty fast.
Track will slow down though.
Track's gonna slow down, yeah. So we'll have to decide if we leave these in or go to 22s, but that was really good. That 16 that beat you, that's Van de Kamp. He's awesome. And
Cool.
Smith was on you, like he was there. I think he was better than Van de Kamp, but he wasn't gonna get you unless you messed up corner 3 bad.
Yeah.
There just wasn't much track
Was
out
anyone
there.
behind him?
No.
No?
The 3 of you were alone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Jake was better than Van de Kamp, but I mean, what if that, you know,
Hard track.
don't be disappointed in losing that spot to Van de Kamp, because
Yeah.
he runs hard. Good job.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll have to look. I'm guessing you're 7th to 12th, somewhere in there. It'll depend. Of course, there's not. Way to wheel, buddy. Make sure you got enough tear-offs for your feature.
I don't think I ripped one. No, I didn't.
You only got 4 on here, though. It's a 100-lap feature for B-mods tonight. We're making a tire change in the mod. Check the stagger, which is the difference between the tires from side to side. The left rear and the right rear, the difference between the two is a bit much for what we want under these conditions, I think. So we're gonna change that. Got the Tire Master prepping a little bit smaller right rear tire back here. Look at a snazzy new Casey Kanabe shirt. Say something smart.
Something smart.
You outsmarted the system. We're gonna throw some heat in this buggy. No intermission. Radar doesn't look that great. A little more. Uh-oh, come on, baby. Try once more. Methanol motors don't like to start that well when they're cold. The mod here that I run, this burns methanol. Onyx's burns high octane race gas. Mod doesn't sound right. It shouldn't be just that cold. Something doesn't sound quite right here. It's pretty flat sounding when we snap it. Where'd that come out of? It's like the float's way too high. What size is that? 5/8? Back out. Grab a 5/8. Is there a window on that side? If it's stuck in there, does that move anything that matters? We might have to pull the bowl. Where's Strickler when you need him? Hey Fuzznuts, we're up in a couple of races and we got a float sticking. Which way we're backing the nut out raises or lowers the level? Counterclockwise raises the float level. Yeah.
counterclockwise race, is it?
Yeah. Hold the... So counterclockwise with the jam nut, the adjuster nut. So now you're tightening, you're going clockwise, so you're lowering the level, yeah. Is that, by messing with that, does that free up whatever's stuck inside there, or does that not really do that? We gotta pull the bowl off. Yep. He says if you got time to do it, just zip the bowl off quick. Sometimes that'll just open it up. Okay. And since it's off, shoot brake clean up into the needle and seat. I think first heat of mods just pulled on, didn't they? All right, well, we'll decide what we're gonna do here. We might just race it. What a f***ing phenomenal season we're starting out with, huh? God. Unbelievable.
Do I need gas?
Probably.
Yeah, get with Tim.
Yeah, I asked Tim.
I know.
I'd say, huh?
Mark shows 17 right now,
I'd top him off.
and it was 20 before the heat race, so he used 2, 3.
Yeah, top him off. There's gonna be a B feature for the mods too, huh? That might be better than just racing.
Right.
Is it crushed?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The float is collapsed. Would that?
It's not supposed to be like that. So it can't move.
Yeah, it can't move. So the float inside the carburetor bowl was collapsed, which is why the level of fuel was wrong before we went out. No idea why that happened. So it just crushed in on itself, so that literally floats in the fuel and controls the level of extra fuel in the bowls. So when you get off throttle in the middle of the corner and you get back on it, there's enough fuel there, but not too much. So we had way too much, and it was spilling over the breather vents in the carburetor and flooding the car out in the middle of the corner. So that puts us dead last in the B feature, and the B feature's up next. So we're not gonna make it. Mike is, we're not. Which means I'm done for the night, so we're just gonna get it back together here and cheer for Onyx. At least start on 3.
Okay.
At least for the start. When there's a bunch of traffic, having that 3-wheel is nice because you're gonna be entering slower anyway in all the traffic. And if you need to stab it to turn or something, it's there.
Yeah.
I pretty much always start on 3, and then 80-90% of the time I stay on it.
Yeah. I don't know where I start yet either.
Oh, I'll find lineups here for you.
So it'll be a
Oh
minute.
yeah, because it wasn't up till the B was over, huh?
Yeah, and they just finished a minute ago.
Still pending.
So you'll know, like,
I'll know soon, yeah. Mods are just rolling out, so.
I always put it
Just
on,
make sure, like I've said 100 times, if you switch it during the race,
it'll lock up.
don't be on the brakes when you flip to 3.
I pull it out. Like, just to make sure it's not riding. And
Yeah.
then I flip it.
Yeah,
I only ever flipped it once in Grand Forks.
on track.
While racing.
Yeah,
I flipped it under yellow.
and it's a comfort thing, whatever your driving style is. I just, for whatever reason in these cars, the way I like them set, I'm always on 3. Why did you have that in there?
Man down, man down.
how you feel, but that was really good. You were good.
Tired.
You're tired. Okay, I figured that.
I don't know how I only turned 61 because I was screaming.
You were screaming?
I was on the chip. Yeah.
Were you on the chip? Okay, so we maybe could have pulled some more gear out of it. But no, you did good, dude. You had just as many behind you as you had in front of you. Trentino was trying like crazy to get to you for several laps, and then you drove away from him the second half. Van de Kamp, it would have taken him 15 more laps to get to you, to lap you. Second place was a little ways behind him. Third place would have gotten to you in 100 more laps. You look good. Don't be disappointed in that. I think you got 11th. Yeah, your laps were consistent. To me, the car looked
Tight.
It looked tight to me for how you want to drive it. How did it feel to you?
I don't know. It's so hard to tell with the holes.
Yeah, I think it's a driver comfort thing. I'm gonna flip this to 4. You want to shut the master off down there? I think it's a driver comfort thing just for how you want to drive. It looked tight, but it looked good. You were consistent. You were smooth. Good work.
With it. Earbuds just broke.
Did it break or did it pull? It just pulled off. Yeah.
Like in the heat race, I didn't mind it being that tight. Especially if there was no
Well,
holes.
Yeah.
If there was no holes and I had a hammer down track,
Right.
like if I had that exact track with no holes, the car would have been really good. in the
Yeah.
heat.
When it's slick like that, sometimes, I mean, it wasn't that slick, but it was slick enough. I could tell you wanted to drive it straight, which is fine. We just got to make the car match you. So, no, it looked good. You're not far off.
Yeah.
Your second half of the race, I think your lap times picked up. Or at least you didn't slow down as much as everyone else.
Yeah.
You turned a lot more laps than me again tonight.
Yeah.
He's tired.